What will having what you want feel like? How much time do you spend each day focusing on what you want and actually feeling like you have it? During this audio, I'm going to show you different ways that you can do this because everything is vibrating at a certain frequency, and that feeling is so important to getting you what you want. So if you combine your focus and that feeling, then you truly can create your ideal future. My name is Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so you can achieve success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. And one of the easiest ways to be ready for it is to feel and act as if you're feeling and having that success that you want to have. Now, I already said earlier that everything is vibrating at a certain frequency. So if you're combining your thoughts with your feelings, then that's really going to get you what you want. Because if you're showing your mind, and this is all about putting effort in your mind, it's not so much about putting in physical action. So if you're putting the effort in your mind and you're showing your mind how you want to feel when you have something, your mind is more likely to make that true. So you truly need to have emotional mastery, and you need to focus on good feelings as much as possible. So there's a couple ways to do that. The first thing is you need to resolve anything that's going to be in your way. So I'm talking about limiting beliefs, negative emotions, internal conflicts, anything like this. And an easy way to do that, I have a playlist down below with different ways to let go of negative emotions. However, an easy way to do that is focus on that negative emotion or that limiting belief, identify what it is, and ask yourself, when did I decide to create this? What can I learn from this? And what can I do instead? So the whole idea is those positive learnings, those are going to create a new emotional charge. And when you think about what you can do instead, that's going to show your mind that there's new opportunities, new choices, new possibilities. Because oftentimes when you have a limiting belief or a negative emotion, what I notice when I work with private clients and companies and things like this is people don't think that they have other choices. Take a person, for example, who has lots of sadness or fear. Lots of our problems, the root of them is sadness and fear. So if you're telling someone to do something and they say they can't, they're not good enough, and they have so much fear, so they have a limiting belief and a negative emotion, they don't actually think that they have other choices. Or a lot of times when people are choosing sadness, they keep choosing it over and over because they don't see themselves doing something differently. So that question, what can I do instead, that's really going to help you flip your mind and show yourself that there's choices, opportunities, and possibilities out there for you. So you need to resolve anything that's in your way. And then you need to start to align yourself with what you want. And this is where the feeling really comes in here. So there's a couple ways that you can really bring in the feeling that you want. And the first way is you can rehearse mentally or practice or focus on certain feelings that you want to have. Because how much time do you spend right now focusing on these certain feelings? You probably don't focus on them much at all if you're listening to this. So when I was taught this concept, it was really interesting to me because what I thought was, wow, I can think about something that happened in the past right now, and then I can also use this resource in the future to get what I want. How amazing is that? So any emotion that you want to feel, let's say that you have a goal to make a certain amount of money each month, a certain amount of profit, whatever it is, or you have a certain goal to meet a number of new people each month. So think about how you want to feel when you do that. And whatever that emotion is, that good feeling, you can think about a time in the past that you felt that feeling. You can drop down into your body, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of that feeling. So let's say you want to be totally confident. Think about a time right now in the past that you were totally confident. Think of a specific time. Drop down into your body, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of confidence. The confidence you felt at that time. Really feel that going through your whole body. That's right. And when you really feel that, you can press your thumb and index finger together, making the okay sign. So you're anchoring in that feeling. So anytime in the future, you can feel that by pressing those fingers together. So you're going to want to do that with a few things of confidence, maybe motivation, maybe totally in control, whatever it is. And you can anchor that all on the same finger. And as you feel that confidence, you hold it. And when the feeling starts to subside, barely let go, because you want to have the most strong, intense, congruent state there for you. So think of times that you were really, really feeling those things. So that's one way that you can really feel what it feels like. So that's the way that you can use that in the future, because then you can start to think, wow, if I'm feeling confident all the time or motivated, then chances are it's going to be easier to get what you want. Because when you combine really good thoughts with really good feelings, they're going to lead to new behaviors, possibly things that you haven't felt before if you haven't done this exact thinking. And this is really thinking time that you're using throughout the day. And you see, it's not even taking any physical action. That's why I always say success is here and you have to be ready for it. You want to be ready for it. And this is a way to be ready for it, is to really feel the feelings that you want to feel. So that's a way that you can really feel these feelings. Another way to align yourself with your goal is with this feeling. Now that you have this feeling, you're going to think about your goal with these feelings, and then you're going to ask yourself, what would I be doing if I have this goal already? So you're going to imagine yourself as confident. You're going to imagine yourself as motivated, whatever these feelings are for you. And then you're going to imagine that you're having this goal already, and notice what you do. Notice maybe how you talk, how you walk, what actions you're taking. You're going to be acting as if you're already achieving this goal with these feelings. And if you ever can't think of a feeling, just focus on feeling good. That's how important the feeling is. Focus on feeling good. So you're going to be acting as if you're already doing this. So let's say that you're making a certain amount of money per month as an example, or we can use the example that you want to meet a certain amount of new people every single month, and whatever specific goal you have for that. Maybe you want to build new friendships, build new collaborations, get new customers, whatever it is. So what are you going to be doing to meet new people? How are you going to be thinking before you go out? How are you going to prepare yourself to go out? Are you going to be driving places? Maybe you want to wash your car. You want to look a certain way. Maybe you want to talk a certain way. So you need to be thinking about this and talking to different people, acting as if you're already doing that. Or if you're going to make a certain amount of money in your business, chances are when you make that money, you're going to be rewarding yourself with certain things. So start to reward yourself with certain things. I'm not saying that you have to go out and spend all that money that you're going to make, even if you're like doubling and tripling your income. No, I'm not saying spend all your money. However, start to reward yourself, because I'm sure when you start to make more money, and you probably already are if you're thinking that way and feeling that way, then chances are you're going to start to reward yourself with new things. Usually when people make more money, they spend a bit more. They boost their lifestyle a bit. They start to enjoy some different things. So what are some things that you can reward yourself with? You can start to act this way. So really think of things like this and combine it with those really good feelings. Go into those states, because think about it. If you have the skill of emotional mastery and you're thinking about it in this way, and you have these really good states, when you combine that skill with that really good state, that's going to equal your outcome, and your outcome is going to be so big compared to what it was before, especially if you weren't doing this at all, or you didn't even have a plan of how you could feel certain things. So that's really the things that you want to do. It's super simple. It's super easy. Anyone can do this. Really anyone. All you have to do is focus on what you want and have a certain feeling about it when you focus on what you want. And if you don't know a specific feeling, then you can just focus on feeling good and acting as if you're already doing it. What actions are you going to take? Most of this, though, is in your mind. You're not putting in so much physical action. So think about it like that. You can just focus on this every morning. or during the middle of the day, or before you go to sleep. Focus on how good you feel. Thanks so much for listening. Definitely share this with someone who you think will benefit. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately, leaving comments, recommendations, suggestions. It helps me make content every single day. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.